back. We're so back, baby. Welcome back, main character girlies. Woo, woo. I don't know if you guys are watching this or listening to this, but there's something new that we're wearing, and I'm going to give Justine full credit for it.
Thank you so much. I'm going to give myself full credit and my merch guy, Rohan, because he fucking killed it. And, like, it's just so cute. Okay, it says main character energy in, like, cursive writing, and it has a ribbon underneath. And it's, like, super comfy, cozy fleece, but, like, the perfect oversize. So you can do, like, your little Princess Diana. I meant to say her and Ariana at the same time. So we're going to say Princess Diana Ariana uniform this winter and fall, because you know that's my fucking favorite.
Also, I love the colors that you picked. They're such soft girl colors, which is so our vibe.
Yeah, exactly.
But okay, this episode is going to be really spicy. We're going to start with talking about some of our firsts that we had this past week.
Yay.
And then we have some special guests.
Yes.
Who are the special guests? Should we tease it? Should we say it?
I think we should tease it because you might know them as like John Abraham and Hrithik Roshan.
The Walmart Temu version.
They're actually the dicks that push us into the headboard every night. And like have us screaming their names.
And they're also the people who are the props and side characters in our lives. So back to them at the end of this episode. But
if you didn't get it's our fucking husbands. So yeah.
And they're going to come to talk shit about us. And I know y'all been waiting for that. And speaking of talking shit, a lot has happened this week.
A lot has happened this weekend. If you didn't know, we had our first cancellation.
How do we feel about it?
I feel good. I feel like it was overdue, to be honest. And it's funny because I got texts from Brucker, who's this like huge podcaster in India, Andrew Schultz, and Akaash being like, Justine, welcome to the fucking club. Because if you're not getting your first cancellation, then you're not doing something right.
Exactly.
So,
I think the worst part of the cancellation is when they said we have bad taste.
Yeah, that was the worst part because, you know, I worked so hard to like find my husband's credit card every time I go shopping, and I try to make sure the Mew Mew logo's prominent. And that was probably the thing. It's like I at least have like an elevated basic bitch taste.
Okay, I might have to agree with some of the bad taste part because you did post a video the other day saying like Chanel earrings are out and everything that I wear is fucking out. So I personally think you have bad taste.
No, Neha was like,
just at me next time.
I was like, why don't you fucking at me?
Everything in my closet, she literally listed out in that video. You're a certified hater.
No, okay. Okay, no. You're right. No.
You know what? Actually, you know what went through your mind? You see me every time on this pod and you write it down and you go, I'm going to talk about this in my next video.
No. Okay, I stand by the Van Cleef and the Chanel like logo earrings, but like the other Chanel logo earrings, like, but just like, I'm talking about like the glittery ones.
Yeah, I was going to wear those for my birthday dinner tomorrow, but I think
you have those exact ones? Oh my God. Whoops.
I know. But aside from that, we also went to our first brand event together.
Oh yeah, so we did go to the Vol event by Cartier, and this is like what fucking losers we are. We didn't even make the fucking PR list. Like, we got invited by the brand directly.
Okay, because Justine spends so much money. She spent so much money on her watch that the brand and the sales associate invited
They were
her.
like, yeah, I mean, I guess you guys aren't fucking cool enough to be, like, even on this PR list, but we'll just fucking throw you a bone and invite you. So that's what they did. And this, like, our beautiful sales associate was escorting us around like a school teacher.
Like a chaperone.
Like a chaperone. Because me and Nehal were so awkward and, like, uncomfortable. And, like, we were just, like, not, like, no one really came up and talked to us. And then, like, we didn't really talk to anyone.
Also, our outfits. Can we talk about our outfits?
They looked like a Hogwarts teacher in India. Like, she had this long fucking cloak. She looked like she fucking was like Minerva McGonagall, but like Indian style, like Desi.
To be fair, Justine gave me a one-day notice that we're going to this event. So I was like, okay, let me pull something together.
Well, because I never go to events. So I was like, oh, by the way, like, since we didn't get invited to any other Diwali events, and like, should we go to this Cartier one? And then we were both like, I don't feel like going out. Because me and her are like the biggest homebodies you've ever met. Like, you can invite me to the coolest fucking event, and I would pretty much rather be at home with my husband or be at home with like Nehal and Nav and just like fucking eat Chick-fil-A. Like, that's all I literally wanna do in life. And if I go out, it'll be during the day. Like, I never wanna go out at night.
Literally. So then we get there, I got Justine an outfit too, guys. I
Well,
got her a nice ass lehenga that was golden and shimmery.
Also, she decided, she was like, actually, we should fucking go. It seems lit. And then if we don't like it, we'll just bounce. And we're like, okay, cool. So I'm like, wait, all my lehengas are in the storage closet, like in the basement of our building. And I don't know how to get in because Akash always does it. And honestly, I'm too lazy to figure it out. So can you just bring me an outfit? She's like, I got you. And of course, this dumb bitch brings the one lehenga that isn't a drawstring. She's like, oh, I didn't bring a drawstring lehenga, which if you don't know, like, you need a drawstring because that means it's adjustable.
To be fair, I did give her a new one that I didn't even wear, so you're welcome for bringing something new
And then
out of
she's
the
like,
closet.
oh, and then I'm like, no, it doesn't fit. She's like, it's not mine. It's my sister-in-law.
So then she was like, okay, like, fine, I have this Papa Don't Preach outfit. Let me put it together.
No, I had the top of a Papa Don't Preach outfit and the bottom was in the storage room. So, like, I was literally that lazy. So I'm like, okay, let me put on this, like, pencil skirt from Intermix, and I looked like a fucking Indo-Western, like, Jasmine. Like, I wasn't mad at it, but then when we actually got to the event, all these fucking influencers, like, had the best outfits on, and I'm like, fuck. I look so fucking dumb.
Every 5 seconds she'd be like, do you think I'm underdressed? I'm like, okay, obviously I'm not going to say no because there's nothing we can do about it. I'm like, you're fine, you're fine. Later when she was like, yeah, everyone was dressed really nice, I was like, I don't know.
Okay, you were
like an outfit included. We were out of place.
She had, okay.
To be fair, also,
she looked like Kamala. If Kamala, like, identified with her Indian heritage more, like, that's what Kamala would have worn had she won.
Yeah.
Had she didn't fucking lose, that would have, Kamala would have won.
Okay, so you're telling me I look like the fucking president? Down.
She's not.
Oh, yeah, I should have been.
107 days later. Next time we'll do better.
Yeah.
And I'll go to the fucking storage room and get the outfit.
But anyways, it was a week of firsts, and that's how we're starting our podcast today because it's so funny, the shit that we've gone through in the last week. I'm actually like, it's comical how lame our lives are sometimes. But in honor of a very special podcast episode today, we asked you guys last week to send in a lot of questions, so it's time for the AMA.
Yay, the Ask Me Anything. Woo!
So we have all the questions y'all sent in, and we're actually just going to be answering them live and uncut.
Yes! I haven't looked at these questions, so you're going to get my, like, raw, unfiltered reaction.
Okay, let's do it. So first question is by Shika. Tell us what makes a happy marriage, and how do you manage who compromise on what? Thank you, Shika. You don't compromise. You get what you want, and you throw a fit if you don't.
Okay, that's pretty much exactly what I was going to say in a more politically correct way. But in essence, like, I could boil it down to happy wife, happy life. But what I mean by that is, like, okay, I think if your husband loves you enough to, like, approach you after an argument and just be like, hey, you know what? I don't care who's fucking right or wrong. I'll be wrong. Let's just talk about it. Do you see where I'm coming from? Yes. Can you see where I'm coming from? Totally. And you can just see where each other's coming from. But, like, also next time, don't fucking do that. Next time, don't fucking rush me when I'm already overstimulated. I would really appreciate it.
It's so funny because I don't think Nav has ever said I'm wrong or anything like that. It's always me being like, I guess you were right because he's right most of the time, which is the sad part. I'm so mad at myself.
No. Actually, Akaash is never right in an argument. And he will say it. He'll be like, okay, I'll be wrong. Just because he knows as soon as he says it, I'll soften. And I'll be like, yeah. You know, I know that, like, you might be like, I might be a little upset about this thing. And I'll be like, what the fuck do you have to be upset about? That's usually the energy I give back to him.
Okay, see, we're different. But no, what I was going to say is on a real note, and I think you and I both agree on this, is like communication is the key.
Yeah.
We have toxic tendencies still. We're just girls.
Yeah.
And a lot of times I realized in marriage, I used to like think that Naveen would know what I want and need in a place, which he should know, by the way, but he doesn't.
In case your man isn't a mind reader, it can be helpful to just talk to them about, like, how certain things made you feel. And 100%, 90% of the arguments you get into with the significant other is just miscommunication, where something he said made you feel insecure or it made you feel unloved. And then you said something back that made your partner feel insecure, unloved, disrespected maybe, or emasculated. And that's where, like, the knocking heads happen. What is it called? Butting heads.
Butting heads. I
Knocking
also
us
think just like the intention behind what they said, because sometimes it's easy to villainize your partner and be like,
Yes.
oh, and you came after me and you did this.
I
But
do that a
yeah,
lot.
me too. And then I'm like, wait, my partner loves me. It obviously didn't come from a place to hurt me. And I need to like step back and recognize that.
I have a hard time with that
Yeah.
still.
I mean, it's not easy.
No, in all seriousness though, like with daddy issues, I feel like with the way my dad was with my mom, I think in the beginning of our relationship, Akash really noticed that where I was like, no, you're doing this on purpose and you're holding this over my head. And how dare you say that to me? And he's like, why do you think so low of me? Like, why are you thinking I have such bad intentions? And it's like, oh, I grew up having to be super protective and defensive of myself, which is also like youngest child core. And to Nail's point, if you can kind of get out of that place and instead of assuming the worst of intentions, is assume the best of intentions
Exactly.
and communicate why something made you feel insecure, unloved. And if your partner is receptive to that, amazing. That's something you guys can definitely work on. If they're not, like, that's something you need to consider. And like having done couples therapy with my partner, I cannot recommend it more because I think around the 2-year mark, the relationships can get hard because that's when, like, your fundamental
The
problems.
honeymoon phase
Yeah,
kind of
it's
goes
like the
away.
honeymoon and like your fundamental problems arise. And I think this is like when most people can kind of give up on each other. But the thing is, if this is your person and you give up, you're going to have the same issues in every relationship moving forward. So it's okay. Like if you need to put in that work and effort to finish. And I will say, I think a lot of guys can get scared of that or shy away from that. And I like really encourage our male listeners, which is probably 1%,
1%.
to like really just like look inward and say like, okay, it's okay if I have to put work in. It's not scary. It doesn't mean the relationship is broken. Like we all have our baggage and a lot of us come from trauma households with like first generation, like our parents being immigrants or whatever. So like it's okay if you need a third party to just like
For sure.
explain things to you.
And on the compromise front, I will say something that I used to do that I don't do as much anymore was I used to think compromise is like a one for one, tit for tat. And like I used to bring it
Mm,
up in every argument to be like, oh, I
that's
did this
like
last time. But
that's
then
like
he's
what
like,
Akash would do.
exactly. And
Yeah.
so what I've learned over time is compromise is a long-term thing that you have to
Yeah.
focus on. And it's things that are going to constantly come up, but it's never holding it against somebody that I did
Yeah.
this and I did this for you. And it's something that I've been working on. And so when you think about compromise, make sure it's not always coming up as like I did this for you and you did this for me, but
Yeah.
it's more so being like I did this for our relationship or I
Right.
did this for our future. And
Right.
never keep tabs or you're going to ruin your relationship. Okay, the next question we have is from an anonymous person. What are some tips for surviving long distance relationships?
Oh,
I have a few.
I was gonna say you have a good
Yeah.
answer to that.
So Nav and I did long distance for 3-4 years.
Mhm.
And a few things that really helped is one, making sure you always have like a flight or a plan in place to see each other to keep you
Mm.
excited.
Yeah.
And so we'd always be like, that next plan would be there. So the anxiousness of like, when are we going to see each other? Is this working and stuff would
Yeah.
go away. Because this was before we got engaged. After engagement, there was another level of security, but
Mm.
that was something that really helped. And another thing that really helped is just constantly making sure that we had a joint calendar. I know this is
Mhm.
very specific, but I don't know if you and Akash do this, but
Yeah, we do.
yeah, and
Mhm.
it's knowing what the plans are for other people and like knowing that our lives are integrated together that gave me a lot of security as well.
Yeah, I love that. Like, so I kind of have a similar vibe where I'm obviously not long distance with my husband, but my husband travels a
Yeah.
lot, so there's certain things or places that he can't attend or like certain functions. And for me, I feel like I kind of look at this time as like try in a more positive lens where I'm like, "Oh, I get to be by myself. I'll get to make more TikToks. I'll get to have just like cozy girl aesthetic, like light a candle, take a bath, go shopping,
I
like
love that.
watch a movie." And I feel like and to your point, I know when he's coming back because of the joint calendar, so I'll like look forward to his arrival. Maybe I'll like put my makeup on or like have a plan in place like, "Oh, when you land, like let's go shopping, let's do
Yeah.
this." And he's like, "Oh, I'm actually kind of tired." I'm like, "Oh, I actually don't care."
And you're gonna take me shopping?
Because I've been waiting for you, so we need to fucking go somewhere. And okay, I have a question for that though. But when you're doing long distance, like especially in the honeymoon stage, like I feel like that can be hard. Like, what do you do if, like, for example, like you see a bunch of couples out on the street and like you're feeling sad and like missing your significant other?
I cry. Probably in my home. I used to like cry and spiral and be like, why do we have to do long distance? This fucking sucks. And then when I see him, I realize I don't want to be with him all the time because it's a lot.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'd rather go back to long distance.
Well, can I just say, like, if you're missing your partner to a point where it's like really affecting your mental health, like, is it that bad to try to like maybe relocate or find
for sure. No,
yeah,
you
maybe
should do that.
if you can, like, maybe also find a job that's like a little bit closer or book more flights. Like, you know what I mean?
I think I'm like you in the sense where Nav and I did long distance for so long. When he was there, it was amazing. But then by the time the week ended, I was like, okay, I'm ready for you to go on your little vacation again. I'll see you again.
Yeah.
But then when he's gone, it's like, it's terrible. And it goes to show, even with marriage, you sometimes just need space and alone time from your partner. And that is the healthiest way to keep things moving.
I agree.
Next question from Shivani. What is one myth
Love
about
that name.
I do love that name. From Shivani, what is one myth about marriage in the South Asian community you want to bust? Thank you, Shivani.
First of all, I love saying the name Shivani. Shivani gives main character energy.
Yes, we love Shivani.
Shivani is that bitch. When she walks into a fucking room, she's like sparkly. Shivani, I don't know you, but I just know you're a sparkly bitch.
Yes,
and I love
we
you
love
for that.
that.
Something that you could be like a myth for me is like, oh, you should be like cooking and cleaning for your husband. Would you say that's like kind of a
No,
myth?
that is. It's
Okay.
like women should be more in this feminine role or gender role-y when you get married and stuff because South Asian culture is women are the homemakers.
Yeah. So it's like I love gender roles in certain aspects where I'm so emotionally supportive of my husband and like that's where my strengths are. Like, but it's also like I can talk to him about business deals and like, you know, I can like counsel him on certain decisions. But in terms of like cooking and cleaning, those aren't my fortes and they're not something I care to do. And I feel like it is really emphasized in South Asian culture. But that doesn't mean that you have to be a good wife. And that doesn't justify or validate your worth or experience.
My myth, I would say, is throw away the timeline. Throw away the fucking timeline of when you want to get married, when you want to have kids. Being 20, when I was like 17, 18, I thought I would get married by 21, have kids by 24. I'm 31 tomorrow, and I could not be more further away than the future I thought I had.
Kids.
Fuck them kids.
Right now.
Not fertility, though. Please
no, but like, no, yeah, don't
fuck up my fertility.
We love good fertility.
Yeah. But no, I'm just like, throw the timeline away. Everything's going to happen on your own. And I know that it's going to be hard in the moment, but you will find love. You will find your person. Don't rush things just because there's like a South Asian pressure on the community about a certain timeline.
Also, like, if you're working full time, you are doing enough. Like, I feel like the bar is getting raised more and more for women where it's like, oh, you have to be a trad wife and work full time and take care of your kids and breastfeed and blah, blah, blah. It's like, if you are working, you are doing amazing fucking things. And if you're not working, you don't just have to cook and clean. Like, obviously, every relationship is different. And maybe if your husband has that certain expectation and he communicates to you and you're okay with that, that's totally okay. But you can also say, hey, maybe we can get a cleaning lady to just help me out. So I can just like kind of maintain and I don't have to do like a deep clean every week.
Yeah. You know? And also people like judge us a lot about our lives and everything in general from social media. But every relationship, again, is different. You don't know what works and you should never compare and just keep moving forward with whatever you and your partner and your life looks like. Again, it's going to throw you into a spiral, so don't do that. From Priya. Would y'all ever have an orgy together with your husbands?
Priya,
she tried.
I'm actively trying to have an orgy because this couple is so fucking good looking and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see him. His body goes crazy. His face card always slays, never declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband.
No, I kind of love it, but I'm like, us four? Okay, maybe.
I just know that Nav's dick is like at least 10 inches.
You would only be down for an orgy if we did
it's thick. It's thick.
I'd only been down for an orgy if we do it above my in-laws, or we're not doing it at all. No, but the second question somebody asked is your thoughts on anal.
I would be into anal, but
I have IBS. There's no way.
I do have IBS, and I heard that it can trigger your IBS. My thing is on anal, I'm more okay with a finger than like a whole dick because I feel like that's gonna leave like permanent damage.
The closest thing I've gotten to anal is when I poke my husband's butthole up the stairs and he screams in agony. He's like,
no,
ah!
It has to be anal for you because guys don't want to do it because they're scared they're going to like it and they don't want to
So when Naveen screams after I poke his butt, is it in pleasure or is it in agony?
I think it's in both. He's like, oh my God, I think I liked it. Don't do it again.
Why Why do men get so like, like why is that every female
they're
thing?
scared they're gonna like it. That's what it is. And they're like, oh my God. And by the way, if a guy likes anal, it doesn't make him gay, but maybe he's bi.
Yeah, Priya. Anyways, there you go. If you want to join in, maybe we'll take signups one day.
Yeah. One day we'll do a sign up sheet. Wait, okay. I have two butthole stories. So one time I met this guy on Tinder. This was before Bumble or Hinge. Like this was like in the OG days of the app. And this guy, he was like some how do you say half Asian like baddie.
Wasian?
Wasian. That's the word.
Wasian.
Yeah, Wasian. Actually in the Bay. That's when I was living in the Bay Area. And I made the dumb mistake of letting him sleep over, like not really wanting to fucking hook up. And I like woke up in the morning and like my asshole was a little sore.
Oh my god!
And I remembered that I would like try to finger me in my asshole. I'm like, first of all, we were not on those like terms. But anyways, so that was non-consensual actually. That was a non-consensual like butthole action. But now like with my husband, we've done it a few times. And I will say, like to be not to be too graphic, but like the orgasm, like from if your husband is eating you out, fingering you, and has a finger in your butthole, you'll get a like a trifecta orgasm. It's kind of insane.
Next question from an anonymous person. I'm in my late 20s and all my friends around me are settling down. I'm trying to be the main character in my life, like you all told me, but I feel left behind and I feel like I'm not a priority to everybody else around me.
Oh, I
That
get
makes me
that.
really sad. But
It
it's
doesn't make me sad. She's still okay.
no, it makes me sad that she doesn't feel like a priority. Like she's trying so hard to be a main
Yeah.
character and people are pushing, like, the vibes are bringing her down.
Yeah. So, you know what? First of all, if your friends have kids, I like that's more understandable. But if they don't even have kids, like what the fuck? Your friend should be there for you. And first of all, bitch, you actually are the fucking main character because
Yes.
you have like some of the happiest days of your life yet to live. You're gonna meet your fucking soulmate. You're gonna have a bomb ass fucking wedding. You still get to go through the honeymoon stage, like the first love phase, which is like so magical and beautiful. And like, this is the time when you're still single that you can like pamper yourself, indulge yourself, buy whatever the fuck you want. Like, no one's fucking policing you. Travel the world, like, go to the movies by yourself. And look, I get that it can become lonely. And so I'm not trying to minimize that, but I'm just trying to get you to kind of look at the glass half full, where it's like you have so many amazing memories
Yeah.
that you can still build. And you can also find like minded girls that are maybe in the same stage of life and just like do a book club or like a weekly hot girl walk or like go to like a heated workout class together.
Yeah, and I also think that, like Justine said, everything is already happening to the people around you. You're gonna have your own fucking era. Like right now, everyone's getting married. It's kind of diluted because it's like, oh, this person's wedding, this person, it's all meshing together. When it comes your time, people will show up for you,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have your own entire year that's just gonna be about you, and you're gonna be main character for a much longer time than all
Yeah.
of these other people.
And also, what I think is such a slay is like this the fact that you've waited means that you have high fucking standards for yourself. So that is like even better because I would rather you wait and find someone that's fucking amazing than settle for someone just to have like a partner.
Yeah, and
You know?
I also think that I told this to my cousin too. A lot of times dating is a lot of work, and once you're ready to be mentally putting yourself out there, like go on those dates, set up some goals for yourself in terms of like maybe I'll go on 2 dates a week. Put yourself out there, get that free dinner.
Yeah.
Like, just put yourself out there a little bit more. I know it can be scary, but you'll get some awesome outcomes and you'll also learn a lot about yourself.
Yeah, and also like I don't know what city you live in, but I feel like in New York City like there's you can literally go to a bar or maybe not a club, but like a bar by yourself and strike up a conversation with someone and no one's going to think you're fucking weird.
Not at all.
So it's like I remember when I was single, I was living in the Bay Area at the time too, and I would just this is so like if like at the time I thought it was so cringe, but now I actually used to go to parties and clubs by myself and I would find girls and I would be like, "Hey, like can I hang out with you guys? Like I don't know anyone here." And like I would just make friends for the
Wait,
night.
can I just talk shit to you for 5 seconds?
Shut the fuck
You
up.
did this with your Bay Area friends, but we're at the Cartier event and you're like mute, not trying to make friends.
Because I was scared. They were
Go to
intimidating.
clubs by yourself, but you wouldn't give me company.
No, like honestly, like how I was talking about in the last episode, like it's so weird to say because I come off like really bubbly and confident
Yeah.
online. But when I'm around like other creators, I get very insecure, like very in my head, and I think like they might not like me or like you know what I mean? Like so That's, like, something I'm actively working on. Like, I actually do get a lot of social anxiety in in
Like those
environments
spaces.
in those spaces. Like, it's so weird, like,
Yeah.
so the same thing with the Miu Miu event and the same thing with Cartier, and I just feel like I do not thrive at influencer events. I'm, like, rocking back and forth. I'm like, "Can we go? Can we go home?
And I
Is
was
our
like,
Uber
"Why are
here?"
you quiet? Why are you
No,
quiet?"
she was such a bitch. She was like she wasn't like, you're okay, like, you're fine." She was like, "Where's your personality, you dumb fucking bitch?"
I didn't say those words. No, but I was gonna say the other thing that really helped me when I was single in my 20s as well is go to the pre-games. Going to pre-games and meeting
Mm.
people and then going from place to place really opens up your network of friends. And so you'll meet more people through that.
I was gonna say how okay, speaking of that, how does a girl in her 20s make friends if she doesn't have a lot of friends? Because for me, I feel like I had a really hard time making friends.
So a lot of my friends have been using Bumble BFF and they've come so they said
Mm.
that it's a great way to meet one or two like-minded people. So it's kind of like
Bumble,
dating.
sponsor us.
Exactly, but it's like dating but for
Yeah.
friends. So they filtered, they found brown girls on there and then they went
Okay.
and got matcha, did Pilates with them. So
Oh,
good ways
that's
to
so
find
fun.
proximity friends.
Yeah.
But the hard part is like does it translate into a larger friendship? And a lot of times it does actually because
Yeah.
you're meeting people one-on-one.
Yeah.
I feel like for us, it was really hard after COVID because we didn't even
Yeah.
go anywhere.
Yeah.
And I think the best way is honestly social media, which actually brings me to my next question, which somebody asked, how did you and Jocelyn meet and who slid into whose DMs?
She slid into my DM. She's a thirstier bitch. No.
Hey, the good news is she followed me at least. It wasn't like I DM'd
that's
her
true.
and then I followed her.
No, okay, so this is actually a funny story because both me and Nahal, like I said, are such homebodies.
Yeah.
And we both kind of have our established friend groups where not that we're not trying to make more friends, but we're not as incentivized to honestly just like leave our house. So there was some amazing juju in the air because she messaged me and look, I'll be honest, I'm not the best at messaging people back or even texting back. But I was like, "Oh, she seems fun, blah, blah, blah." Message her back. And then she was like, "Oh, let's get dinner." And like for me, I'm like very much the kind of person that can forget or I get scatterbrained. But for some reason, again, like something in the air, the energy, I was like, it was top of mind. And I was like, yeah. And then like I just like had it in my brain that we were gonna meet on this certain Sunday. And funny thing, I was obviously fucking shopping at Miu Miu. I show up to Chinatown with these huge Miu Miu bags.
And she wasn't late. She was early before me.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, I came late.
Oh, look at me.
No, it was a one-time thing, clearly.
But I will say the next time we met up, she invited me to like another kind of influencer event. It was like for the opening of this new Indian restaurant. And I came an hour late and she was like, I don't think we can work together.
Okay, also, you know, we always talk about like Kismet and everything.
Yeah,
The
it was
one-
Kismet.
Yes. The one thing was my sister was moving out of New York that day and I was really depressed about it, my
Yeah.
brother-in-law and my sister. And I was like, I have no more friends. I have no family, like close enough to me. Like I only have my husband's side of the family. And that was the day that I met Jocelyn, and now she's filled the void of my sister not being here, and it's been so great. So thank you for
Stop.
being in my life.
I'm gonna cry. I think that's what's so funny about us is that we just became close so fast. Like I truly feel like you're actually my sister. And like Nav feels like my brother-in-law. And like I just like I don't know.
The one you want to have an orgy with.
Yeah, the one exactly.
Exactly.
And it's like so incest is best. And so it's like I just feel so fucking close to you guys. Like you guys are my family. And that's a thing too. Like when you get into your 30s, not to like always talk shit about your 20s, but when you're in your 30s, you're just like, you just don't care anymore. Like
Yeah.
you're like, oh, you and me have like-minded interests. You want to be best friends. You're like, you're not caring about who comes off more thirsty or
Sure.
who like wants to look like this, who's gonna look like that. You're just like, oh, you're cool, we're cool. Let's be fucking best friends. And I'm a ride or die for you.
And also, there's no level of competition. Like everything is like, what are
Yes.
you wearing? Where did you get this? Can I get this? Can I borrow
Yeah.
this? It's like nothing. It's like I never feel anything. It's like I will never gatekeep. I will never
Yes.
do that.
Same.
And so it's just like this level of, oh, you're my fucking family. Like we ride together, we die together.
Yeah, exactly. Bad boys for life.
Bad boys for life.
Bad girls for life. Jersey girls for life.
Oh, you
No,
want to be a Jersey girl now?
I was also gonna say about that, like, even like in the beginning, she was like, "Oh, you don't know how to do this on TikTok? You just do this." And I was like, "Oh."
Yeah.
And then I would be like, "Oh, use this audio, it's trending." And she'd be like, "Oh, I don't have any like I don't need to use this brand deal. I'll send it to you. So just like shit like that
Yeah.
of like brown girls supporting brown girls.
Yeah, it literally the other day I was like, "Oh, I saw this brand deal. You would be good for it. Let me connect you with their person." And then I was like, "Oh, I got invited to this event. Email this person." And so
Yeah.
we just are helping each other and
Yeah.
like we're trying to just build a brand. Few last couple questions from an anonymous person as well. My partner also wants to live with his parents and I don't want to. Nahal, can you share what made your decision to do that? And Justine, can you share why you decided against it?
Ooh,
Ooh, I
that's a
like
very
this
good
one.
question. Okay, you go first.
My husband told me very early on, as you guys know, that his parents were a little more traditional. He wanted to live with his family. I never thought that I would be somebody who did that. And so that was a very big point of contention in our relationship to the point that we actually almost broke up over
They had an 8-hour long
it.
discussion.
8 hours front and back.
And Naz said, "Look, can I say what he said?"
Yeah.
He's like, "Look, if we break up, like that is it.
Yeah,
Like
that
we're
is
not
it.
getting back together."
Yeah.
It was just like, let's just try because we don't want to cause this huge divide and this huge rift. And whatever you fucking need, I will fucking do. She has her own fucking room, you guys.
It was definitely, like, getting comfortable there. I didn't wanna start my marriage off with going up against the family. It wasn't
Yeah.
worth it to me, and if this was the thing where Nav actually promised me, he was like, "It would always be us against the world," and, like, he was like,
Mm.
"Our relationship will come first," but he's like, "What if you fucking love it?" And he
Yeah.
also was like, "What do you think is gonna happen? That you're gonna be in this dungeon and they're gonna keep you under?" I was like, "Yeah, I do think that's gonna happen," and
But
he's
no, and sorry, I just like because I don't like when people are critical of you for this reason when it's like your in-laws have never been critical of you.
no.
Like anything that they have an issue with, like your husband is your protector, makes you feel seen, and like they have to go through him. So it's a very much you guys against the world.
You
Yeah.
have to do what makes you comfortable and what is your boundaries and what your non-negotiables are. For me, this was not high on the list of non-negotiable. It was something that I didn't want to do at the beginning, but it wasn't like there were other things that were more important, which
Yeah.
it's not there. This was not at the top
It
of the
was
list.
it was workable for you
Yes,
because your partner made you feel seen, supported, and loved. So I would say the best way to come to your decision is who your partner is.
exactly.
If you feel like he makes you a priority with his mom, for example, like that's a good kind of example. Like if he, kind of gives you that princess treatment, that's another kind
Yeah.
of example. So you really have to see if your partner puts you first before you kind of decide. Because if you're the one that's kind of like setting the boundaries, then maybe that might not be the best situation for you. Or if like, I mean, even just like if your in-laws live in a smaller house and you might not have enough
Yeah.
space, like that might not be the best situation for you. Obviously, Nahal, they don't have that problem.
You have to trust your partner and trust that your partner has your best interest at the root of it all.
Yeah.
And so with my husband, I definitely got that. And our relationship has been amazing. I never feel like I'm a second priority, but you got to test the waters early because going into a situation without a contingency plan of being like, hey, if this doesn't work in 6 months, I need an out is not like you have to do that because you don't want to blindly go into something and then be blindsided. And so if you're listening to this and this is something that they want you to do or want you to try, make sure you also give your rules and boundaries and everything. But why did you decide not to do it?
In the beginning, I think that was really Akash's intent. Like, hey, I always want my mom to live with us and your mom to live with us, and our dads can live in a guest house in the porter potty out back or something. But no, I mean, so I think me and my mother-in-law, we butted heads a little bit, like not too early on, but like kind of in the midst of our relationship. And I think that gave Akash a bit of a wake up call of like, okay, you know what? This is my wife. This is my priority, or this is actually going to be my wife. We weren't engaged. This is my priority. I need to make sure my mom understands that. And I feel like because he kind of set that expectation, my mother in law kind of realized, hey, like, I'm not a threat to her. Like, I might not do everything the way she wants, but like, I will love her son so much. And I feel like, after that, it really actually made our relationship, all 3 of us, like, really blossom into this, like, new amazing
Oh, I
territory
love that.
where my mother-in-law is so sweet, so amazing, treats me like a princess, like, loves me so much. And, so and that goes to say, like, if you have, like, any kind of disagreement or argument with your in-laws, it's normal. It's not like a breaking point. You can definitely work through that as long as it's you and your partner against the world.
For
And
sure.
even that took a conversation with my husband. Like Nahal said earlier, not every husband is going to know what you want or be a mind reader. Everything takes time and everything is workable. I truly believe that as long as you guys are willing to put in that work. So for us, it was kind of a thing where, like, we're really comfortable being in our own environment. But now, actually, like seeing Nahal's like success with it, And, as my mother-in-law gets older, I would be very happy to have her live with us. I really wouldn't mind. If we adopt kind of like the Tanani Mewani like model of like maybe just like a bigger space
Yeah.
and like she has like a separate wing or like
Yeah.
even maybe a guest house or having houses next to each other, I would totally be down for that.
Yeah, and I also think, like, down the line, Desi culture in general, you're not gonna put your parents in a senior citizen home.
No,
You're
we
going
don't
to
do
we
that.
don't do that.
Yeah.
And so my framework that I've always said is mine just happened a little bit early.
Yeah.
Some obstacles that Nav and I have talked about that we're gonna eventually have to deal with is splitting time between my family and his family. As my
Yeah.
parents get older, they're gonna become a priority because he has a lot of siblings on
Yeah.
this side. And that's something we've talked about. Also, when we have kids, we're gonna split our time between the East and the West Coast. But these are all conversations we had before we got married, and they come up every single year. So my thing to you is have these conversations. I know it's really tough to like always think of like what's going to happen in the future. What if this? What if that? And my husband never has an answer for everything because I would hold it against him. So he gives me a good security framework of like when we get to it, we will figure it out, but we're good.
And also, can I just ask you, like, how do you balance time seeing your family versus like Nav's family who you live with?
Yeah, so that was actually part. So before I agreed to like trying it out with his in-laws, we made a list of everything that was important to me.
Mm.
And on the thing was I want to see my family as much as I can, and Naveen would never stop me from doing that.
Yeah.
And so my own thing is I see my parents almost every other month or they're flying out here. We're also big on trips and stuff. So right now it hasn't been an issue. It's whenever I want I can go, and whenever they want to come here I'll buy them a ticket.
Yeah.
And I think we
so
get the luxury of doing that with our situation.
I was gonna say, so what we're trying to do in the meantime, or not in the meantime, in the future is like we're gonna have a compound.
Yes.
And me, Nav, Nahal, and Akash are gonna be in two like adjoining
Yeah.
houses so that we could always be near each other.
And we're gonna have a connecting basement where we have dinner and movie nights and everything.
orgies.
Yeah.
Because they're my security blankets and my orgy blankets.
And so, yeah, that's our take. Okay.
That's our 5-year plan.
Yeah, that's our 5-year plan.
Yeah.
Okay, final question from Tanvi. Or is it Tanvi or Tanvi?
Tanvi.
Tanvi. Okay, I'm so white.
Idiot.
You know, it's like
My nieces have a new thing. It's freaking idiot is frittiot. So me and Akash keep saying, you frittiot.
my friend has this thing lately, and it's also one of those random terms where he says fibby a lot. And so every time I'll be like,
What?
"Oh," I'll tell you what it means. It's like, oh, do you want to go to Mew Mew? Fibby. Fuck it, book it. So I'll be like, oh, should we go over there? Fibby. Fuck it, book it.
Fucking book it. I
Fucking
love
book
that.
it. Shout out Encore for that. Best part about living with your significant other, and what is the worst part?
The worst part is living with your significant other.
I was gonna say, and the best part is living with your significant other.
The best part is living with your significant other. No, the best part is like after the honeymoon stage, you have the problem stage. But after the problem stage, you literally have the BFF stage where that person is your fucking homie, your fucking ride or die. And like my best friend is literally like my husband. There's no one else I'd rather fucking spend time with. We have the most fun together. We have the best inside jokes. We make each other laugh. Like our favorite thing to do is rot and watch TV and just like eat junk food and get high. And it's just like the best fucking part is like living with your best friend.
Also, it's like there's
Who
always
buys you designer shit.
Also, there's always somebody to be right there when your crash outs are happening. Like, I
Yes.
don't spiral on my own. This bitch is coming in my spirals every day.
Honestly, I will say, like, Akash is such a fucking king. Like, everyone knows he's the best husband. And I don't often find men that measure up to him. And, like, Nav completely measures up to him, if not more, because it's
Now
so
they're the same.
it's so sweet because, like, if ever Nehal's, like, spiraling or having a crash out, you just hear Nav in the background, like, comforting her.
Well, also, I feel that way about Akash. Like, this
Yeah.
whole time, Nav, like, sometimes would be downstairs or something, and then I'd call you, and Akash is in the back. It's like, by the way, you're doing the right thing. This is how you needed to be deal. So I think our husbands just come together, and
Yeah.
I'm tired of complimenting them because they're going to talk shit about us in 5
yeah, that's
seconds.
true. Fuck them.
Fuck them. And let's bring them on to the second part of the main character pod.
Yay.
The props.
The props. The
props.
supporting characters. Idiot.
The side characters. Welcome to the prop side.
Supporting character side.
Exactly. How are you?
Don't do your fake laugh here.
I come here to show support and I immediately get shit on.
Okay, the
Shat
fans.
on.
The fans have been asking. They want you to rebuttal everything that we've said on the pod because they think that you guys have hot takes.
Don't get me started. How long do we have is the question.
Okay, so I think the first thing we shat on you about was having icks about all the things that you guys do. So let's get into it. What are your icks about us? But answer properly or you're not getting laid.
That's just a lie, though.
Exactly.
That's just a lie, though.
It is.
Fuck
It's such a
around
lie.
And don't
It
get
is.
fucked.
Yeah, fuck around and don't get fucked.
All right, I'm not even gonna say what I'm gonna say. Okay, here's what I'll say. I don't have icks about my wife in the sense that like everything she does is really cute to me. Do I have things that are a massive pain in my ass? Yes, absolutely. That I have. I love
What?
her. She's so adorable. When she's running 2 hours late to a dinner reservation that I work really hard to get, and then I'm like, baby, we're running late. And she's like, are you fucking kidding me? Do you know? I don't give a fuck if we're late to this dinner. They're lucky to have us. And I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing?
That was actually what was said.
You know what? I was in the room when that happened. When you guys were going to that South Indian restaurant, she was like,
Dude,
"They are
Selma,
lucky."
the #1 restaurant in the New York Times. You know how hard a
Yeah,
reservation
she's like,
is?
"Call them right now. Call them right now." This is not a shit on session.
I'm not even joking. This is how main character I am. I was like, Sema will be lucky that I would grace them with my presence tonight.
Okay, Nav.
And then every time I come, I'm like, I'm so sorry. You know, so I was. Just,
I'm
I
sorry.
wasn't
Can I just say
feeling
one more
good.
thing? I
What?
watch it happen in real time. I watch her be late to y'all's podcast in real time. I know how long it takes my wife to get ready. She swears it's an hour. It's an hour and a half minimum, bare minimum, bare minimum. And I watch her at 6:30 today, being like, "All right, I'm gonna leave at 6:40." 6:40 comes and she's like, "All right, she's 6:30 is already late. All right, I'm gonna start getting ready at 6:55." And I watch it happen. And then when she's running late, she's like, "Babe, can you go get the car? I'm running late." I'll go get the car. I'll still be waiting for 15 minutes. It drives me fucking. And if I say a word, how dare I?
Okay.
Okay, Nev, I gave you.
You
Tell
know-
us what you really.
He was super nice about this. He does. I have icks, by the way. He
Yeah,
doesn't
what
have
are
icks.
they?
I have. You're cute. You're adorable. I have icks. So I have a note actually. No. I've kept this updated in the last 5 years of our marriage / that. First one, when you hug me and your makeup gets on all my clothes.
Oh, that's the
Every
thing.
time.
That's the thing.
Every time we go out.
Yeah.
I love you so. Boom. I
So
have
you
a
don't want me
makeup
to love
thing.
you?
Just
Love me at a distance.
yes. Yeah. At a distance. I love that. I love
Put a
that.
napkin, put a
tissue.
bib on his
Yeah.
chest, and then go in.
Put a plastic bag. No, I'm
Okay,
just
then do
kidding.
it at nighttime too. Fine.
Put a plastic bed.
Okay. What else?
Okay,
You got
what
more?
else?
Oh, we
You
have
got
more.
more?
I have a list. I have a cannot eat without dropping food.
Okay, that's true.
It is insane. It is insane. It's ridiculous.
Wait, I have
Oh,
sad
I
news.
got
It's ridiculous.
Just leave
Should
me
we bring up when she throw up on your Yeezys?
Oh,
Should we even?
I
bring
didn't even
that
put
up?
that as an ick, but that's an ick too.
It was the okay, guys. It was the 2019 Yeezys. This was like before.
Hype.
it was-
Turtle doves, you know, turtle doves.
Oh my
And he
god.
still married me. So guys, find your real one.
Yeah, that's true.
And the worst part about it was we were only together for 9 months at the time, so I pretended like I didn't care. And deep down, I was like, fuck.
Dude, that's
Like, is this worth it? Is
that.
this worth it?
That is
Everything crossed my mind at that point. Everything.
real
Everything
love.
flashed in my mind.
Everything.
Is real love.
I also want to say, Justine, the hoodie you let me borrow, I did spill avocado toast on it today, so I'm sorry.
It's okay. You can fucking. You didn't even bring my shit back.
You're coming over tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
When I say I'm tired, she can't just let me be tired. I travel, I work, and I'm very blessed to do what I
And he
do.
also
I
has
work.
really bad insomnia.
I have
It's
really
like a
bad
known
insomnia.
thing.
I work 335 days a year. I'm so blessed to do what I do. This is not a complaint. But when I tell my wife I'm tired, I want her to say, I'm sorry, baby. I understand. That must be exhausting, buying me all these things. Instead, she goes, so am I. And if I dare open my mouth to go, what the fuck did you do that made you tired? Now it's a problem. Now it's a fight. So I
What do
gotta
you
sit
mean?
there.
I went to Pilates.
Oh, that's what
I
I'm
faced my
saying.
nail. I walked happy. I could be tired.
Yesterday,
She has a
hit
lot
me with-
going on.
Yesterday, I worked the entire like morning to night, whatever. I get a workout in because I'm trying to be less fat. And then she's like, "Babe, can you take out happy? I'm so tired." And I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And then out the door, she's like, "How could you not respond to that guy's text?" And then I know I'm angry when I hit my pet names for her very harshly. I go, "Because I was busy, my love." And then I slammed the door and walked out.
Hey, you did it with grace.
The best part is that he always apologizes. He's like, "Hey, I'm sorry I was short with you," and I'm like, "You were."
I
You were.
I realized I gotta take notes from Akaash. Because here's what happens. I'll have a long day of work and I will tell her, hey, I'm out of it. I don't want to talk about it. 2 minutes later, so what's wrong? Do you want to talk about it? And she'll spend 15 minutes just antagonizing me to talk about my problems.
You know what?
And I want you to shut up sometimes.
I am like a girl with a way with words because I position that question in every possible way. So what's wrong?
ChatGPT.
Yes. So I was like, oh, what's happening
what's
with
on
your
your
day?
mind?
Did something happen earlier that made
And
you upset?
I will make sure I'm saying it's not you. You have not done anything. I just had a long day. I
me.
want silence. That's
Like,
it.
hey, can you pass the salt? Speaking of salt, what's got you so salty right now?
Literally.
Yeah, it's not you, dude. You gotta write a note to yourself or something. And be like, you know what? I'm all good. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
do
gonna
to
use
her
that
when she's
next time,
upset.
though,
I'll
of
crowd
like-
her.
I spiral. I'm like, it's
that.
I do that. I do that. And then when she's like, "Can you give me some space?" I'm like, "No,
I just need some space. He's like, no, you're not getting space. And
we're
I'm like,
married. You ain't getting no space."
yeah, I was like, that's a little toxic, a therapist would say.
Yeah, it is. That's a flaw I got. I got a flaw for sure.
I always do this
He's
thing.
like, no space between us.
I always do this thing with Nav where I'm like, I want silence. And then he'd be like, okay. Then I'm like, why are you not talking? And then he's like, okay. I was like, not anymore. Not anymore. Too much talking. So this one, Justine got a lot of heat for because she was saying, my
They
money's my
told the
money.
fucking truth.
Your money's my money. How do you guys think you should split finances?
Can I just say that that's a common fucking saying?
Oh, for sure.
And honestly, if you distill it, it just means that your husband loves you enough so that you feel like you have some security in case he becomes an asshole one day.
So how do you
Because
guys...
I'm going to carry the kids one day or get a surrogate.
Or get a second wife or third.
You
Be
go
a
ahead.
shake.
Yeah.
Do you want me to answer that?
Yeah.
It's adorable when she does these things. Like, I just look at it and here's the rule in our marriage. It's been unspoken, but now we're just saying it now that we're both making content. If it's funny, we're good. Like, if it's funny, and if it's not funny and it hurt the other person's feelings, you apologize, you move on. That was
like
clearly my wife trying to be funny and watching everyone take it. Because the idea that my wife, she's going to start making so much, you guys are going to make so much money. The idea that she would even go to the bank to try to open her own account. It's like laughable. I laugh at she will literally ask me to open the account for her. And I'll be like, sure thing, bitch. And then I'll put it in both our accounts. It's not going to happen. It ain't happening.
I was actually going to say, babe, can you put money for me in a separate?
You're like, can you put the $500 I made somewhere else?
600.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you have money. You don't have an account yet. You got your own money off TikTok. You ain't doing nothing with it.
Yeah, I did. I deposited it into
To
our
our
account.
joint bank account, exactly.
Well, I don't know how to do it. I made
Exactly.
it do it.
Like,
I
it's
was like,
adorable.
I was like, I don't know how to set it up.
She is. You ever see a chihuahua? She's happy when she sees a bigger dog. Just
She called you a
fucking
bad
yapping.
bitch?
Yes, yeah. She's the baddest bitch. But just as when you see a chihuahua just yapping at a big dog, that's my wife. It's all bark. It's nothing painful's gonna happen.
Paper tiger.
She's just talking.
You should not have to do anything. You should make your money. I support that. Make all the money you want. You shouldn't have to do anything with finances.
Does it go into a joint bank account or separate?
I just keep everything for myself. I manage her accounts. I have access to it. She doesn't have to touch it. I will invest her money. Like, as long as your money's going up, that's all you need to worry about.
Yeah.
Right?
Adorable.
Yeah.
Don't take your credit card out, but it's really adorable when.
our money. My money.
Yeah. No. The best is when I'll buy her something and she buys me coffee the next day. You know?
A kindness
It's
of
the
my
really
own heart.
small things in
Isn't
life.
it your joint account?
Yo, you know what made me
No, it's
laugh?
my credit card still.
All
It's
right.
linked to my
The
coffee
day
app.
after we got engaged, I literally was like, he bought me an engagement ring. I got him his favorite Starbucks.
No. It's not only that. I got both our families out, our friends out there too. We
Yeah.
had everyone there.
Paris.
We planned a trip afterwards too. Proposal, picture shoot, dinner. The next morning, I wake up. She got me coffee though.
And you know, what did you say? That was the nicest thing I've ever done.
Small acts of kindness.
That's so funny that on our first double date, she was like, that's his love language, is small acts of kindness. I'm a bitch. I read that book. And I got mad at her for not finishing her copies, how big of a bitch I am. But there is no small acts of kindness. It's called the love language. But
She
it's just
gaslit me.
acts of kindness.
Gaslighting me.
And she threw on that,
Just gaslighting
that
me.
descriptor, small. It's like, nah, bro. She can do any act of kindness she wants.
I've told this to other people too now. They've asked me and I was like, I love the small acts of kindness. Like, she's brainwashed me
I
into
was
thinking
trying
that.
to keep expectations low.
like,
Small is good.
small? Who has
You
that
guys
adjective?
know what the worst day of the year for me is?
Oh, I know this. Go.
Tax day?
No.
It's Akash's birthday.
And I feel it because she's being nice to me all day. And by like 10 p.m., I can feel her getting just like, I'm so ready for this to be over.
Why?
It's like I
Because I
turned
don't-
back into a pumpkin at 12:01, May 5th, and she's so relieved that she gets to be mean again.
Okay, May the 4th is Akaash's birthday. And
May the 4th be with you.
Yes. thank
Yeah,
you.
and every year I dread it because I have to be nice the whole day, and I have to get him something, and I have to also be nice and do like acts
said
of
that twice.
kindness.
She's
you know
really
she said
not
that twice?
okay with
You know
it.
she said that twice?
She's really not okay with it.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's really hard
For her, it's really hard.
for me.
She needs to just,
Listen, I'm just used to being treated like a princess all day, every day. So that one day that I don't,
Oh, what torture.
yeah, it's
And
hard.
you treat
What
somebody
torture.
else like they're the main character. That's like the
Yeah,
lowest in her book.
that's
That's
what
what it is. That's what it is. So now we want to talk about to the 1% of men listening to this podcast. What are some green and red flags when you're dating around and stuff that they should look out for in finding a partner?
Which one do you want to start with?
Well, Nav was a hoe. Let's get that. Let's get
Hey, time
We
out.
can't put his
Time-
bloody diaries out on the internet.
Time out. I was not a hoe. I was trying to find the things I liked to find the right one. And when I found the right one, I stopped.
What were we
He
doing?
is-
Like digging inside them to find the right
I know.
Can I say this is the best husband I've ever seen? And I'm not even saying that hyperbolically. It's a little annoying. And then like
Why
he's
don't you
just
guys
getting in
jerk
better
each
shape.
other off already?
We
Go
might have.
ahead.
Oh, what are y'all doing this whole time?
Yeah,
Oh, come
we were
on.
sisters.
Yeah, y'all literally talk about it all the time. This guy's the best. I don't even know he's all green flags. No, go ahead, say your thing. He was a hoe. Yeah, look, have you seen his Instagram thumbnail? You know I've shown that to multiple dudes. I've been
saved under his
Yo,
favorite."
look at my wife's podcast partner's husband. It's crazy. Ain't that crazy? I've shown it to multiple guys.
I've also shown it to multiple people.
If I look like that, I'd be fucking everything I could back then.
A red flag is if you don't like Drake. Red flag automatically. You're
don't
out
like
of here.
Drake.
We're not
This
here.
can't be specific to you, honey.
If you don't like Drake,
Honestly, if you like Drake as a guy, that's a massive red flag.
that's the
It's-
only thing that's wrong with it.
that's the one thing I'm like, what is that? Because he's the somebody said this. I'm stealing this from a comic, Dino Archie. He's toxic boys, Taylor Swift. If you're a toxic
Oh,
dude,
100%.
Drake is your Taylor Swift.
100%.
Exactly.
I'm toxic. How do you think I have to keep up with her?
No, he be saying some boss ass shit. What is the stuff he says to you that I'm just like, that's fire.
No, Nav just puts his dick out on the table.
My only red flags are abuse and cheating, and everything other than that, he don't want to work on, or she doesn't want to work on the thing.
Mm.
We probably had some red flag shit early on, but we've worked through all of it, and that was like, we're gonna work, whatever it takes, we're gonna work. That to me is the only red flag outside of the.
How did you find him? That was so mature and amazing. Meanwhile, I have a list of the things on my phone of red flags and green flags.
She got a fat ass, and I followed it outside of the comedy club. That's how she found me.
I have a good one.
Yeah.
When you're out to eat and the girl is not nice with the waiter.
Ooh,
That pisses me off
Ooh,
so
you're
much.
Out. You're out. You're
I'm
out.
walking out of the restaurant.
Yeah.
Like I'm walking out. Like if you have a little bit of attitude, if you don't say please and thank you when you order, oh my God.
And on the flip
1000%
side,
I'm
a
out.
guy who doesn't tip the waiter well, that's a red
Absolutely.
flag.
Yeah,
So if
yeah.
like if we are doing your manners and everything and you tip them like 5%, that's crazy to
That's
me.
crazy.
Absolutely.
That's crazy.
I love
Akash
that.
used to tip yellow cabs $1.
I do that too. I
But
still
that's
do that.
Yeah.
That's a New York City thing.
it's a
How the fuck would you know? You grew up in Dallas.
I lived here 18 years now.
Oh,
I know.
18.
No, the one place I tip $1 still is if I'm at a bar and I get a drink, I will only tip the bar person $1 because all you
Coffee.
did was pour the drink out.
Coffee.
Coffee.
$1.
Coffee $1.
I don't tip for
even a
coffee.
dollar.
How
I
can you
mean,
pick it up?
Actually, yeah, I don't tip for coffee. either.
Alex, the owner of this wonderful studio, was like, "It's New York City. Just pay a fucking $1."
Wait, thoughts
Fine.
on when you are okay? I think if you're going up to a counter and ordering, you should not tip.
I now I'm tipping more. I feel like it's my way of paying things back. But when I
'Cause he
didn't
thinks
have money,
people recognize him. And maybe they do.
And-
they do.
that's
They
the
do
thing.
though.
Maybe they
And
do.
they do.
but when I didn't have money, I was looking for reasons to not tip you. I needed them. I needed them like I needed to breathe, literally.
Wait, another thing I wanted to talk to you guys about that are so funny is Akaash. I know Naveen hasn't or is the scammer, but have you gotten scammed before?
Yeah,
Okay.
Wait,
yeah,
Did
God,
you just
yeah.
call me a scammer?
Yeah, you are a
Yeah, I'm
scammer.
Yeah.
He's the one who's the scammer.
There's a difference being a scammer and being a hustler. Two very different things.
Okay.
I'm a hustler who scams a little bit. I'm not a scammer
I'm
who
not
hustles.
gonna lie, that was sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
Wait, he used to sell like iPhones, buy iPhones and sell them.
No, the worst. No,
Oh,
hold on. No, because I went to a school that was a little higher class, let's say, and kids would crack their phones, and their parents would just buy them new phones. I looked at it, 20 people cracked their phones in a week. So I bought screens from China, learned how to fix the iPhones, unlocked them, took them back to India, and would flip them. And I did this for like
Awesome.
2 years until I bought a laptop, and then the cops ended up at my house.
Why?
I bought it from someone who
Stole it.
stole it, and then the cops came to me, and it was luckily my
How
dad.
does that reflect upon your iPhone purchases?
Because then it began as iPhones, and it went to everything. Laptop.
No, but luckily,
Yeah.
what happened?
My dad would make me take pictures and sign contracts with people.
Ah.
So I had like a stack of contracts and
Big dick
pictures
joke, dude.
of driver's license. So I'm at basketball practice and I get a call. I have like 20 missed calls, and I was like, "What's going on?" They're like, "Get home right now." I'm like 16 years old. I go home. There's like 4 cop cars outside my house. I'm 16 for a laptop. I start crying. I'm bawling out now, and then I had all the contracts, and we were good though.
Okay, yeah, but I've gotten scammed for Coachella tickets. I've gotten scammed for shoes.
Sneakers, my birthday present. Come on, keep going, keep going, keep going.
Yeah.
There's more.
There's an open Venmo right now with this guy who scammed me still for the last 5 years that he owes me $250 for fake shoes. And every time I open Venmo, I have to see his fucking face. I'm like, you owe me $250.
That is the most fobby way to say $250 I've ever
$250
heard in my life.
$250. $250.
Oh
No,
my
but you
God,
say
she was
he owes me
saying-
$250. No one says he owes me $250.
$250.
$250.
I thought she also says Dio, like a fob.
Like what?
A fob.
Like, are you wearing any Dio?
I say Dio sometimes.
Oh, I didn't get it in.
I told
Oh,
you
wow.
that's fobby, right?
Not. It's a West
is it-
Coast
is it
thing.
not?
I think it's
No,
fobby,
it's
dude.
not.
I think it's
West Coast thing he
fobby.
said.
It's fobby.
I say Dio too, but it's a little fobby.
It is fucking.
But I'm
fobby,
fobby, so
yeah.
it's fine.
What's one thing you didn't understand about women until marriage?
How important birthdays were. Our first birthday.
Honestly, yes.
Our first birthday, I yelled at her and she was like, "It's my birthday," and I was like, "I don't give a fuck." I like went off, dude. And now
What
I
did
feel.
you go off about? Say it.
I got
Say the
insecure.
dumbest
I got
thing.
insecure.
It was the dumbest argument we've ever
Yeah,
had.
it was. It was really stupid. I got really insecure,
Can I
and
just say though that this birthday he didn't really give a fuck either because he gave me this ring and he was like, "I've done enough."
Oh God!
yeah. What are you? Look at the ring. We went to Turks.
But
and
did you get her
Caicos.
flowers?
Oh my god.
I hate women. I hate women.
flowers.
I hate women.
Wait, tell.
I only get flowers for Valentine's Day.
I hate women.
Barely.
Can you tell them everything you did wrong this week so far
This week?
for my birthday?
She
Oh
can't.
my God.
But ask
No,
them.
this
Tell them
month,
what you
this
did
month.
This week. Tell them.
I didn't wish her a happy
Birth month?
her happy birth month.
No, this
Happy birth
month's
week.
Gotta stop. No.
Happy birthday Eve.
Eve today. He didn't wish me happy birthday.
Happy
Eve.
birthday, Eve.
Yes.
What are we
No,
doing?
no. Birth month, birth week, birth Eve.
Oh, you know what? Birth year. Let's just do birth year.
No, that's different.
No,
This
it's
is what my
not.
dad's
It's
got
really
So
problems
I
with
texted
you.
him
different.
today and I was like, "Hey, by the way, I know you're doing the pod and we're gonna be fine, but you forgot something."
Can I just
The
say
furthest
something?
I could go is birth. The first.
Fine. In case you thought, but we will be okay.
We'll be okay.
Can I just say this is why my dad's got problems with you? Let's air it out. Let's air it out. Birth week, birth month.
Yeah, his dad hates me for me having my birth month.
Ridiculous.
Birth month is a lot. Furthest I could go is birth menstrual cycle. That, you get 28 days. Those other 2, 3,
No.
I'm not doing it.
I'm meeting Nav's dad tomorrow, and I will say I'm fucking nervous because
Don't
he
be
has
nervous.
the, not to be weird, but he has big dick energy, and he's
It's
obviously
based off stories.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a don. Let's face it.
Yeah.
And it's just like I need to make sure I'm on my P's and Q's tomorrow.
Yeah.
You guys are like really in tune with your emotions, and someone who doesn't, I don't do emotions. I had to learn this very
Yeah.
quickly from you, so you've helped me. But like everything around you, you're just so in tune with it. It's kind of crazy, actually.
I didn't realize I'm not mad. I'm just upset. I
Yeah.
didn't realize that was a real thing.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
it was like a thing I'd laugh at.
No.
But like guys just bury everything and then we blow up. And women will just let it out all along. So
He
anytime she
also
would get
would-
upset at me, I used to freak out. I'd be like, "Oh my God, she's mad." Like
Yeah.
when I'm mad.
How do
And
I
then
fix it,
sometimes
dude?
I'd get mad back because it's like, it's not even that big of a deal.
I think
But,
when I
yeah.
used to get upset with him, he would also take it really hard because he would be like thinking that I'm saying he's not good enough.
Yeah, that was my own thing.
But it was just more like, no, I just didn't like that you did this one thing because it made me feel unloved or something.
Yeah.
I think it's a guy thing at the end of the day, honestly.
Yeah.
Like if she has a small problem, I'm like, I have to fix it. It's my fault. I messed up. We got to
I
fix
don't
it.
feel good enough. Yeah.
But you guys just have great husbands, I think, at the end of the day.
I
That's
also
what I'm
think
hearing.
you grew up in a very masculine home,
Oh,
and so showing
100%.
your emotions was not a thing for
Well,
Nav. And
What's
like,
emotions?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so, like, when I see a softer side of him, it's not the side that I see with his family because he still puts like walls up.
I think
Yeah,
if my
I
dad
think-
saw me give you a hug, he was shocked
Yeah.
when we first met.
Like how emotional and
Really?
loving you are.
Yeah, I don't do that. We didn't.
Oh,
like,
that's because I'm super affectionate. Always have been. since I was a kid.
I think I was hugged 3 times in my life. We can laugh at that.
And
by
that's
the way.
where
It's funny.
his
It's funny.
daddy
It's funny.
issues
It's funny.
begin.
Just kidding.
No, I'm trying to think. I'm not even sad. I'm just trying to think because I was thinking.
the story of Ranbir Kapoor and Animal. That's about Nav.
I don't know the story. Hold on. I'm a coconut. I don't know the story.
Wait.
You're gonna cry when you watch that movie, dude. You're gonna
no,
relate to it so hard.
Even like Akaash saying like I love you so much in our group chats and stuff, and Nav saying it back, like he didn't do that. He's
The
never
first
done that
time
with
you
men.
told me that, I didn't know how to respond.
Yeah, no guy ever does.
I had
I
no
have to wear
idea
them
how to
down.
respond.
I was so thrown off at first.
I was like,
I'm like, I love you, man. They're like, all right, man. I'll do it."
that was me. That was me.
And I know this, but I don't. It'll happen.
Only with a few people I could do it.
I'd be love bombing friends like that.
I
I
like
do
it,
do
though.
that. I do
It
that.
feels kind of nice though sometimes, you know.
Yeah.
See, that's what I said. Love bombing is kind of nice.
Yeah, absolutely. That's how else you show love, dude.
Okay, to wrap up the segment fully, we decided that we're gonna do the princess treatment or bare minimum game with you guys.
I'm excited for this.
Okay, sending good morning text.
Princess
Bare minimum.
treatment.
Bare minimum. Oh,
Princess
bare
treatment.
minimum.
Oh my God!
Bare
Every
minimum.
morning, good morning.
No, hold on.
That's a
with iOS. You can
Bare
have it
minimum text.
basically automatically sent every
I
morning.
need
now.
that. I need that in my life.
Automatically 5 a.m. Hey, good morning, beautiful.
I need that
every day.
You do that. You do
I'm
that.
kidding. I'm kidding.
Okay,
I'm
He's
that
kidding.
sounds
He's
fine.
kidding.
That's actually bare minimum, so I'm kind of annoyed at you.
This is all of the. I watch you say all of it is princess treatment.
No, when he doesn't.
You should want to get treated like a princess. That is a valid thing. My mom always says treat her like Lakshmi. That's a thing you should want. But this idea that that's the bare minimum and this is princess, it's all
sending
princess
good
treatment.
morning text, so I know that you're alive.
Sorry she cares.
Yeah, sorry I
You don't
care.
know that I'm alive because I got up earlier than you to go to work. That's why you don't know if I'm alive. There's an empty space in the bed every morning when you wake up.
Today
because your
was-
fucking husband is going to work.
Today was 12:45. I was like, hey,
Hey, you know what that is? Bare minimum. You get to do the bare minimum because I work hard to treat you like a princess with the other things.
I love this energy. I'm
Okay,
here for it.
remembering your food orders.
Bare minimum.
That's good. That's
Like,
you
you
should
should
do
know
that.
what I
I don't
like.
do the bare
You
minimum.
don't know my food orders.
Because your food orders are like
It's very specific.
Taco Bell with extra onions, with spicy jalapeno sauce,
Creamy.
with creamy jalapeno sauce, no beans, extra sauce. I don't even know, man.
Wait, you know what's sad? I made a notes app with all my orders, and this man.
I use it all the
still
time.
get-
I use it
okay.
all the time now.
But then how do you mess it up every time still?
I don't use it all the time. actually.
wait. I use it all the time. I don't use it.
I use it most of the time.
Wait, what are my favorite orders, babe?
Time to quiz.
Where?
Pop quiz.
Where are we
That's a
going?
red flag, by the way. I'm sorry.
Like just for dinner. What do I order Uber Eats every fucking day.
you get the Han Dynasty chicken, but you only use the sauce, and then you get the fried rice.
Wait, you only use the sauce?
She doesn't.
You don't eat the
chicken
chicken?
just gets thrown out if I don't eat it.
You can't just order like the sauce?
She tried that,
I
and then
tried.
they stopped serving it to her.
They were like, they did it a few times. And then I got in a run-in with their manager, and he was like, yeah, we don't care. And I was like, fine, I'm never going to order from this establishment again. He was like, okay. Next day, 3-cup chicken.
All bark, no bite, dude. I'm telling you. I've
Literally.
learned this about her.
Okay, opening car doors.
Bare minimum.
Yeah, you should do
When
that.
have you opened?
do
When
that
have
all
you
the
opened
time.
a car door?
He doesn't do that all the
You're
time.
independent. You don't need me to open your car door.
Shut up.
You're a
Shut
bad
up.
bitch.
He's
This
being
is what I'm
fake on
saying.
the
You're a
podcast.
bad
fake.
bitch.
This is all princess treatment.
I didn't say
all-
I do the bare
you should
minimum.
do it.
Time
Our
out.
door
You
is
should
princess
do
treatment?
it. Yeah, that's getting treated like a
That's
princess.
bare minimum.
I never said I do the bare minimum. I'm
I'm
just
like, you're
kidding.
being fake on this podcast.
No, I never said I do the bare minimum. You asked my opinion. It should be the bare minimum. I might not do it.
This one might be a little. Think properly before you answer. Taking your partner on an impromptu shopping trip. Just
Oh.
leaves daggers.
So
No, I'll do that anytime. But if you think that's the bare minimum,
Okay,
do you
you're
understand?
Really, no, you're
do you understand
really
what those
annoying.
words
You're
mean?
really fucking
Do
annoying.
you understand what those words mean? That's the bare minimum.
Yes.
Is I take you to Mew Mew and you buy whatever you want. That's the bare.
Excuse me. No, I didn't buy whatever I wanted. He limited me. I am on a budget. Okay.
Because you want a house that I don't care about. A house.
In the Hamptons? Is this the Hamptons one or the
Yes.
other one?
the Hamptons house.
Mew Mew
Oh,
or the
yes,
Hamptons
you do.
house? Pick one. Go.
Yeah, thank you.
Pick one.
Thank
If you
you.
had to pick one right
No,
now.
That's
No,
not,
no. You got to pick one.
Look at her. Look at her. She's gonna
I feel
cry.
so bad. She's gonna cry. You'll
You
get
did-
both.
no
You'll get both.
bullying. We already got bullied
You'll
enough.
Get both. You'll get both. You'll get both. You'll
No,
get
I really can't decide.
That's insane.
I want to live in where I want to be wearing a Mew Mew lounge set in my Hamptons house, tying my shoes. Princess.
Yeah,
This
sure.
should be the bare minimum. If
What is
if I'm
bare
wearing an outfit and all of a sudden my shoes
No.
are tied, you're gonna bend down and
If
tie
you
my
were
shoes.
dressed up, I agree. If you're
I
going to your
am the
workout
hottest-
class and you go tie my shoe, I'm
You've
taking
done it every time.
Yeah, because again, I never said I don't treat you like a princess. Let's be very clear about
Yeah,
this.
this is so we try to treat you girls like
Yeah.
queens and princesses, whatever y'all
Aw.
prefer. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's what you deserve. Y'all are wonderful women. The idea that that's
bare minimum?
that in doing that we are doing the bare minimum is insane. It's insane. I go above
Time
and
out.
beyond.
You don't
The
think
audacity the girls have. The audacity.
And that's our main character merch. Please buy it.
Wait, you don't think that opening the car door though? Like that one is throwing me.
Okay, it's just a nice thing to do. It's a nice
So
thing
when
to do.
Akaash pulls up and he's driving you to your podcast meeting, you're coming 15 minutes late. Is he gonna get out of the car?
No, I'm not. No, I don't.
He doesn't
No,
get
I
out.
don't.
It's not the bare minimum.
No, I
Not
don't.
even-
Now, if we're going
It's not even
somewhere,
princess treatment.
if we're going somewhere, I try to open the car door for her.
Yeah.
But if I'm pulling up and waiting for you for 10 minutes,
Yeah. I
I'm
agree
not
with
a fucking chauffeur, dog. Dial sevens if you want that.
that. If I call
I'm
an
not
Uber,
Empire.
if I call the Uber, I'm gonna open the door for you. Absolutely.
Thank you.
I'm allowing you.
Yeah, I do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
but
we're in the
it makes me
garage-
slide. I don't
No,
want to
it's
slide
never-
anymore.
it's
You
never
told me
enough.
that. I told you, and I was like, you know what? You stay there. I'll walk around.
But thank you guys for being on the main character pod. We love you. We hate you.
I guess
we respect
we
you.
love you, but I actually love you and want to fuck all of you.
Thank you guys for an exciting day on the main character pod. We had a lot going on. You can follow us on social media and like, comment, share, subscribe. We might do a giveaway with the merch. We don't know yet. Maybe if you comment, we will give you one.
Love ya.
Mwah, mwah, mwah.